amazing to be here again. We have a wonderful
Pastor Phil,
guest.
Pastor Phil, we are not here again. We have been here. We have been here. So this is the second.
We have been here.
Yes, this is the second person we are going to interview because the first person almost pressed our neck.
But I hope I don't press anybody's neck
You
today.
are already pressing my neck because there is a behind the scene, and he wants to. Let me not say anything yet, but viewers, you are welcome. See,
Okay.
Now everything Musa see for gates, maybe everything he will tell you, but you are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, what's the name?
Okay, I'm Goodness John.
Goodness John.
Yes.
Back. So let's go straight to the business of the day, Mr. Goodness. I think Pastor Phil will take it up front.
All right.
Yeah.
So basically, we'd like to hear from you. What do you think about relationship in this time?
Okay, that's a very tricky question.
Very
but,
tricky.
My perspective of relationship is not the ideal. Because these days,
Table breakers. Disclaimer alert. Table breakers.
for me, these days, the honest relationship or the genuine relationships these days are very, very scarce. They're very hard to come by because these days, a lot of people are in the relationship for something. So everybody that in it for what they can gain. Yes. So
Wow,
that's my
that's-
own take of relationship. for now.
So if you are to go into a relationship, what will be your gain? What will be your goal?
Honestly, for me, going into a relationship, I am looking for the qualities of a wife. Not that she will come and be
Wow.
washing clothes for me, but I'm looking for the qualities
but
of
it
a
will
wife.
later transcend into that. Hallelujah.
No.
No, you can't actually rule that out because she's your wife.
Yes.
When she is your wife, but not before she becomes
I
your
think
wife.
you are kind of you are pushing on him. Let's take it step by step.
I came
Are you
here.
in a
I came here ready.
Are you in a relationship currently?
Yes, I am.
Good.
Wow.
Now, do you
The
believe,
honest guy.
do you believe you already said in your previous answer that there are a lot of relationships now, and most of them are actually goal driven.
Yeah.
Yes.
You understand? They are seeking for a specific thing in that relationship. So, in your relationship, what, from your own perspective, what is the balance now? What is the balance based on this your previous
okay.
answer?
Now, I think I shot myself in the foot.
Of
but now
course.
let me unshoot myself. The relationship is quiet to me, so we can't really see that
Oh,
yet.
It is in
So
me. It's
it's-
brown.
yes,
Brown
it's
new.
Yes.
Is it black new? Brown new relationship. You know the way they used to say, man,
Brown
I don't, brown. This relationship is brown new, stainless. I don't know, they paint them. But that's awesome. And
Yes.
I'm very happy you're able
Yes.
to, defend your relationship status boldly.
Yes.
Because that shows that you are mature and you're a man.
Yes.
And you know what you want.
Mm.
Because we've had experiences of guys who, these guys are of marriageable age, but they're in a relationship, but they'll deny it at every given opportunity.
Yes.
Or they will chicken out or try to push it away that, I'm not in a relationship. Or they
Try
will
to
not-
send the kind of signal
a
that
signal.
we don't do this kind of
The
thing.
signal, they
Yeah.
like distress call.
Yes.
They like get the way it be. So I'm happy you are able to, tell us that you're in a relationship. But for you, what does an ideal relationship look like? What does it look like?
An ideal relationship. I don't want to take it back in time because in the olden days, a relationship was based on there are no fine men. So it was perceived value. That's what people went for.
Perceived value.
Yeah,
Wow.
in men. in men. So
Yes.
in men, the women wanted someone who could hunt, who could provide, who could protect them.
Mm.
So they were not looking for very fine man.
Mm.
Yes. Or
Mm.
Mm. This is
Wow.
this is
This is a different
this is-
perspective,
This
and
is amazing.
it's very rich.
This is
And
amazing.
I wish the poor in knowledge can listen to this rich content. Sorry, I'm not coming at anybody.
Mm.
Thank you.
Okay. So and then for women, the men wanted someone who could take care of the house, who could take care of
The children.
the children.
Children.
Yes. So basically that was it. Now in this day, they have a lot of women. You know, times evolve and people evolve with it. So the relationship status, we have more independent women these days.
Feminists.
Wow.
Yes, we have more independent,
But not all, sha.
not all.
Mm.
We still have some that are still
That
urgent
has
to
small
keep.
sense.
Sorry, I said that, but
If you're an urgent 2K lady out there, I want to advise you. Go and learn.
the handwork.
Mm.
They will
Get the
come at
skill.
you.
Get
They'll
a
come
skill.
for you.
Yes.
Just get the skill.
Learn to do something that gives you income.
The skill is not even to even bring income. First is to make you responsible.
Yes.
Yes. Learning a skill is not necessarily, as a lady, it's not necessarily that you make money. Yes, money is in there, but it brings in a sense of responsibility and positions you where when a man sees you, he sees an added value. He sees someone who is striving for perfection, someone who is responsible, someone who thinks outside the box. Not, I don't want to go. I have to be calm.
Yes,
Sorry.
just like you said.
Be calm.
Actually, relationships have evolved over the years.
Yeah, it has.
And what you said is very, very true. Before, ladies were looking out for husbands that could protect them, provide for them and all of that. But nowadays, they're looking for men with six packs,
Six-packs, broad chest,
handsome, broad chest,
low cut with beards,
and all of that.
fist like a tiger.
Which is
Damn it.
which is what is the word now that I should use for that? Because the truth is that over time, all these things can actually change.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
The new parameters are actually subject to time.
they're subject to change.
They are subject to change. So what happens now if a lady gets into a relationship and eventually marries a guy and he had six packs
But her
and
food,
broad chest
is
and cannot
disfigured.
provide for her?
Or he's using the 6 packs to beat her.
Thank you.
Shit. In the last live I did on TikTok, I spoke about abusive relationships. It has now become a norm in the society for you to
Yes.
see a lady
Sure.
say that I like a man that beats me. That shows that the man corrects me when I do wrong. So you just this kind of toxicity that is in our society right now is a plague. It's a big plague, and in some relationships it's becoming the norm. So how are we to reinstate the new norm, or no, not
The
the
right-
right norm that has been buried? Because the more society degenerates, the more what is degenerated becomes the acceptable.
Yes.
Yes. So how are we to bring what is right and reinstate it as what is acceptable and what is foundational? Because we need to start instilling these things as foundational knowledge. Meaning, if your relationship does not have this X, Y, and Z, it means that this relationship is questionable. It's questionable. So, from your perspective now, if you are to say that I'm in a relationship, what are the X, Y, and Z that needs to be in place for you to know that this relationship is actually an ideal relationship for me? but let it have the foundations of standard. Let it have the blueprint of the standard, but it will still have a part where it's being tailor made to me alone, but it must have the standard. So, what's your take on it?
I think first off, there should be mutual respect. So, in a relationship, the reason why a guy will beat a woman is because he does not respect her. The reason why a woman will insult her husband is because she does not respect him.
Yes.
So there should be mutual respect from both parties.
Yes.
Because if they don't respect each other, we don't. That would lead to problems in the house.
Of course.
It lead to situations where the man is not happy at home, the woman is not happy at home, the children, if they have children, they will not be happy because their parents are fighting all the time. So first thing, I think for me that's like the most the basis. So there should be mutual respect, because respect, if you respect somebody enough, you will not lie to the person. If you respect somebody enough, you will not slap the person. If you respect somebody enough, you will not insult the person, or you will not say words that hurt the person. Okay, definitely you can say words that hurt, because in everything there are certain things it will hurt you. You have to hurt in order to grow. I don't mean you should beat a woman, but if she does something that demands correction, you don't have to use your fist to correct her. There are other ways to correct somebody. And like back in the days, the things my parents, when I wanted to see my parents how they corrected me was they beat me sharp, but but there are other correctional steps that they used. So like that's the basics for correction. There are other ways you can correct someone.
Yeah.
You don't have to be violent about it.
Yeah.
Yes. So
For us to, separate violence and Africa, the surgery has to be done by
yes.
by founding fathers,
Yeah.
founding surgeons. You get, because I think it's becoming an African thing, because children grow up seeing their parents, their dad beats their mom, and unconsciously adopt that same mentality. I was having a random chat with a friend, but he's more of a junior to me. So I don't know what we were discussing, and something came up, and we were talking about relationship. So when I started telling him that in relationships you don't need to lay hands on a woman, he said, "Are you serious?" Like he doesn't believe it, and this is a very young guy. And after speaking to him for over 2 hours, I mean over 2 hours, that was when this guy now told me that all his life, if not that I'm the one talking to him now, he believes because his dad told him that once in a while you need to touch her, make sure you know who they in control. Like you need I'm telling you. And he was like, if not that he respects me, he wouldn't have adopted my opinion as an advice and take it as something he wants to work with. He wouldn't have. That all his life while growing up, his dad kept telling him that anytime his dad beats his mom, his dad would tell him that once in a while you need to touch them with their head correct. Say if they go do me show them say now you be man. And sorry to say, this guy is not Igbo's. Not Igbo guy. So for a while now, most people that I notice with such kind of defects, sorry to say, other tribes do it, but I think my tribe, we are more into this thing, and it's a big disrespect to the female gender. It's a big disrespect to the ladies. It's a big disrespect to womanhood. A woman that will carry your child for 9 months because she loves you, get disfigured, and may never recover from that process of childbirth. Then you to come to a point where you lift up your fist that you're supposed to use to defend and protect the home and inflict damage on her. It just shows that you don't love enough.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so, that the man doesn't love enough. So, in as much as you say love is not enough for someone to enter into a relationship, I think love is 50%.
Yes, love is 50%.
Yeah.
And then respect too. Respect carries a lot.
Commitment.
Yes.
And the rest.
If you respect somebody, you will be committed because you will not cheat, and you will not lie to the person. That if you don't, if you guys are not working, you will tell the person so you guys can find ways to work around it.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's respect. Respect covers a lot.
So for my part, lastly, what are your red flags in a woman?
This is going to sound very offensive.
Offend everybody. Yeah.
I want a woman that has sense.
Offend everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That has sense.
A woman that has sense.
Okay, let me be demure. Okay.
Okay. I dated a lady one time, and then she told me she was going for a friend's birthday party. And I was like, okay. And then the next thing in the night, she sent me a video of her dancing on somebody's lap. I didn't say anything.
Chineke, who does that? Who does that? What a bombshell.
Yep. Exactly.
I want to ask this question. Now I'm beginning to get pissed. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Answer me sharp. You're a Christian, right?
Yes.
When choosing the kind of lady you get married to or you date, maybe then your past. Okay, let me calm down. Then I believe your checklist was different from now.
Yes, it is. It was.
It was okay. I have to now calm down. Yeah, let me calm down. But that's a total red flag. That's a total red flag. You know, even if I'm a bad guy, let's assume, which it will never be, even if I'm a bad guy, because I used to be. If you are going for a lady, deep inside you, you're a bad guy, but you are looking for
Be a good lady.
an Usinachi that has Nicki Minaj vibe. but let that Nicki Minaj vibe be for only you. That's how we used to think.
Yes.
So if a lady that is in a way rough, you want to see her express that part of her to you alone. So even in the streets, let's use that word. When I do streets or when guy do streets, they look for girl we get sense. But if at all she no won't get sense or she won't behave in a very illicit way, make it be too near.
Exactly.
You get. So this one are for people with the street where they listen. Look for a lady that has sense. That has sense. We get street OT.
Yeah.
So I'll drop another one. This is your session, the sweet me.
Yes, sir.
Drop another one.
Okay. Another red flag. I think basically sense covers everything because if you have sense, you will dress properly. You will not be wearing. You'll not be dressing half naked on the street because then you'll be easily accessible to every other person.
Yeah.
So what is for you and your man alone should be for you and your husband alone should be for you and your husband alone, not for you, not for you, him, and the world. So
You, him, and the world. It's a tripartite thing. but yeah, I enjoyed this session so
Yes,
much.
absolutely.
I enjoyed this session.
Absolutely.
There was no conflict, unlike our sister gift. Sister, at a point, she was molding blue at the back. So, she wanted to give me a jab. But my God. You know, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It has been an awesome time with you.
Same here.
And I really like the perspectives that you brought. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a nice time.
Yes.
And I think the viewers will learn one or two from the things you shared.
Yes.
And hopefully, when next we are doing a random interview,
okay.
I'll just basically cite you because you get one other part where I feel like we touch more. Time will not allow. But thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
for your
much.
time. Really appreciate.
Pleasure is all mine.
Yeah.